What's up, guys? Coach Mo here, coming to you with another video about attitude and how to develop a positive mental attitude, why it's important. First of all, we need to understand the word attitude. What's attitude? Attitude is the composite of your thinking, feelings, and actions. So it's what you think on a conscious level, it's what you feel in your body and your subconscious, and it's your actions. When you look at somebody's thinking, feeling, vibration in that moment, and actions, that's his attitude. Okay? A person can have great attitude towards something. A person can have great attitude in work. A person can have great attitude towards his projects, towards himself, towards his circumstances. Or a person can have a negative attitude or a poor attitude towards these things that I mentioned, or toward anything. Okay? So your attitude is determined by your thinking, your feelings, and your actions. Okay? Excuse me, guys, I've been fasting the whole day, and I'm not in a very good mood today, but I had to make this video and keep providing value and growing the channel. So just bear with me. And so attitude is the composite. It's the three things: thinking, feeling, and actions. You could be feeling a certain thing. You could be thinking a certain thing, but your feelings are not aligned with what you're thinking about. You could have an idea that you want to look this way. You want to be fit. You want to be strong. You can have an idea that you want to want to get somewhere. But the way you feel about the situation is not supporting what you're thinking about. Okay? It's not gonna happen because your attitude is not aligned. Your attitude is not aligned with that. Your attitude is not aligned, which means your thinking and feelings are not aligned. Okay? Some people could be thinking something, they want to get something, they want to do something, but their attitude is not aligned because they're not taking the correct action. They're not taking the action. You could be thinking a certain way. I want to go this way. I want to reach this goal. But your actions do not show. They are not aligned. Your actions are not aligned with what you're thinking about. It's not going to work. Your attitude is not aligned. You could be thinking a certain way and acting in a certain way, okay? And moving towards the goal. But if the way you feel about this, the way that you feel about this goal, you think it's not possible, or you feel it's not going to happen, or you feel it's impossible for you, or that you lack the ability to do it, or you lack the confidence, it's not going to happen. If one of these components is missing, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get where you want to get. You're going to find a way to sabotage your process, the progress. You're going to find a way to sabotage your progress and your process. So you need to be aware of this. When you hear positive mental attitude, so this is what it's all about. It's everything. It's your thoughts, your emotions, your subconscious conditioning, that dictates your emotions, and your actions. All of this have to be aligned. You have to align yourself. So now you have a goal, you have a purpose, you have a goal, you want to reach it. Let's say you want to get fit. Let's say you want to build your business online or make some money, or you want to build a business, whatever. You say you want to, you want to learn a skill, you want to get somewhere. You have to start thinking in accordance to where you want to go. You have to start thinking that you're already there. You have to see yourself already in position of that thing that you want. You have to see yourself already with the physique. Okay? I recommend some of my students to create an AI version of themselves, like looking the part, looking the way they want to look, because I want them to see that image. I want them to have that image clear in their head. I want them to think that way. And then what I want them to do is that I want them to look at that image and actually embody it. imagine themselves walking and talking and acting as that person. Okay? Walking, talking, thinking, living as that person that has the great physique. Correct? So when they have that picture and they can see it, and they see how great they would look, they see how amazing it would be when they reach that goal. Could be anything. They start feeling a certain way. I want them to feel a certain way, to feel exactly as they would feel when they already reach the goal. That's what I want them to do when they see that picture. Might look funny at the start. It might look a little bit, weird to some people, the people that don't understand. But this is how it works. This is how the universe works. Before you get something, first you have to be something. First you have to be that thing. So get the picture, think about it, embody it, imagine the feeling. How would it feel when you already have it? Feel that way. Get excited about it. Great. Now you have to start acting. It's not enough to just do this. You have to start acting. What are the actions? What are the habits that this fit strong person that I want to become, that I am in my own head already? What does he do? What are the actions? Now you need to understand what are the actions that a person like this takes. What are the habits that the person like this has in his life? What does he eat? How does he train? Where does he train? When does he train? Could be many other things that this person engages in that you need to adopt. These habits, these actions. Some of them are obvious. Some of them might not be that obvious. So that's why you need to get in contact with somebody that has the result you want and learn and embody the habits that he has. Okay? So now once you do this, you're aligned. You align your attitude. When you do this, you have an aligned attitude. Now your attitude is going to lead you towards your ultimate outcome. The outcome that you're looking for. Okay? This is attitude. And we need to understand attitude properly to make sure that we are aligned. You have to be in alignment. Sometimes, a lot of times, having an aligned, correct attitude is difficult, especially when you meet with difficult circumstances. You're going to be challenged. Your attitude is going to be challenged, and then you're going to have to exercise some willpower and some resilience to continue with what you're doing. And it's not going to be easy at sometimes, but this is what makes the difference between the person that gets the outcome that he wants and the person that gives up and never reaches his goal. Is how strong can he be? How long can he uphold that positive mental attitude? If he can uphold that positive mental attitude, he will make it. Okay? If he cannot do that, he's not going to make it. Okay? And you will grow through the difficult circumstances. You will grow. Because if you're sincere about reaching that goal, you will learn how to adopt a positive mental attitude. Maybe you will lose it at some time, that's fine. But then you go back. Then you go back and adopt a positive mental attitude again and start functioning from there. The best example that comes to my mind right now is the Palestinians. These guys have a great, positive, great mental attitude. They want to be free. They want to free the country from the oppressors, from the occupiers. And I see that they're being bombed. Their children are being killed by bombs, by fires, and by lack of food and lack of proper nutrition, water, hospitals, and but their attitude, nevertheless, is amazing. It's just amazing the attitude that these people have. They see the circumstances, they see the adversity, but they also see the other side. They see the other side. They see that they are resisting despite all the opposition, and they feel good about themselves because of that. They see that this obstacles, this difficult circumstances that they're facing, it's making them gain closeness to God, because they are literally fighting for their rights, doing the right thing, and that brings them closer to God and their beliefs. You know, that's it's just a great mental attitude that these guys have. I'm actually watching them with, and I'm amazed by how somebody can be that strong, and I have no doubt that someday they're gonna reach their goal, and they are going to free their land from the oppressors, from the criminals that they're attacking them and attacking the children. Yeah, I think we can all draw lessons from Palestinians. Like, our problems compared to their problems is nothing. So if women out there can still have a strong positive attitude, you here living in your comfortable home, having access to water, having access to food, you have no excuse. We have no excuse but to reach our goals and build that ultimate version of ourselves, the version that we are actually proud and happy about. Okay? And maybe one day, when we build a stronger version of ourselves, we can have a voice to have an impact. Because a weak person cannot have an impact. Weak people do not have an impact. Okay? If you want to have an impact, you need to be strong. If you want to have an impact, you need to have skills. You need to have financial resources. You need to have strength. And strength have different faces. So here you have it, guys. Positive mental attitude. Stay strong. Pick up books about positive mental attitude. There is a lot. Learn. Train yourself to be positive in all circumstances. Let's get it.